on our way down to talk to David Oates and step into the realm of the most fascinating human technological discovery I've ever seen, the world of reverse speech. You all know what it is. If you don't, just listen in. Hello, David.
Hey, Jeff. How are you this evening?
On top of the world, David. On top of the world.
Oh, I'm sure you are.
Come on. You look at this. Look at this situation. We're going to talk about the Israeli issue. But if you look at the map, look around Israel. Biden has already said whatever Israel needs, it'll get. We're going to give it everything. Now, there's also a bill in front of Congress here to combine all aid to Ukraine with aid to Israel. So they're going to drain this country even faster. It's being looted. We're being disarmed. All right? Well, you got it. Y'all, and all of you listening know this by now. So that's what's going on. But look at the map. Israel is surrounded by what? By Muslim countries. Let's go a little southeast, and there's Turkey with the world's third or fourth largest standing army. Huge. First world country in many ways. Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, Iraq, Iran. It goes on and on. And then you can go, if you want, to Malaysia and Indonesia. Lots of Muslims there, too. Pakistan, how about that? There are a lot of them in India. 1.8 billion Muslims in the world, and they all hate Israel. Now, the stage is set for an avalanche leading us into, incrementally, bigger and bigger war. There are already calls in Israel to use strategic, well, they're not strategic, we'll just call them tactical at this point, nuclear arms on Gaza. They want to just level Gaza and kill everything in it, kill them all. Kill them all. That's the common refrain. And some of the stories coming out are very suspicious. You remember right before the Iraq war slaughter that left 3 million Iraqis dead over a period of years? And they went in, allegedly, to Kuwait, into that hospital, and grabbed those baby incubators, those evil Iraqis, and threw the babies out of their incubators on the ground and killed them all. Remember that story? That outraged the world and led to a lot more support for the Iraq war. It was a lie. It never happened. It was a complete lie. So the stories coming out of Israel now, and I've seen 3 different numbers, 300, 100, and I think one was 20, of alleged beheaded babies that were found after the Hamas people went through an area. They cut the heads off babies. But let's prove it. It sounds very much like the incubator fake. It's all lies. When you own the media, you can do whatever you want. So be real careful now. I'm not saying it didn't happen, but I'm not saying it did happen because I've got no proof. If it's on the mainstream media, I don't buy it. I'll put it in the gray basket at best. Go ahead, David. Let's roll here.
Yeah, okay. We are going to delve into the mind of our friend Todd today. And Todd and I've had him on your show before. He's a guy, no, he hasn't. I played his tape on your show before. He's the guy with the John Kennedy voice, okay? Now, he's actually had Botox injection. He's talking a whole lot better.
You mean David's talking about the Robert F. Kennedy.
Robert Kennedy, right.
Voice. In other words, he has what sounds like a speech impediment. It's not. It's a physiological inability, neurological, to speak as clearly as he'd like. And so it's the same kind of thing that RFK Jr. has. Go ahead.
Exactly. Okay. All right. So we have been doing recordings, Todd and I, for the last few weeks, looking into what we can find in the collective about what's going to happen. Okay. Now, I haven't been reporting any of these on your shows. I've just been waiting for them.
Holding out again, eh? Uh-huh.
Anyway, we did a recording last week, and I'm going to play you a couple of reversals found for last week that basically predicted what's happening right now. And then we did a recording last night about the war and what's going to happen, and with some amazing reversals. So we're going to play them. They'll be a little bit chilling for some of them.
Right.
Now, I'm going to start off with just a couple of reversals from our recording last week. And there's one on me, first off. So here's the forwards. And this is raw, straight off the tape. So I'm just going to be running it straight backwards, no 3 speeds, okay? So here we go. All right, so your first question here, who is responsible for orchestrating? And then you hear me say backwards, announce the war. For orchestrating. Orchestrating. Yeah, that's a bit quick. I doubt whether you would have heard that. Forget it. That's too quick.
No, I heard. I heard announce the war.
Oh, okay. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad you heard it. Yeah. Okay. So there we go. So that was on me. Then we have a reversal on Todd that says this.
Yeah. You have the receipts, so to speak.
Right.
That's what they say these days. You got the receipts.
Deadly Death, Desert Answers. Right there. You hear that? Deadly Death, Desert Answer. Well, that's what's happening right now. Death in the desert. If you,
Correct. Yeah.
And so that was pretty much a prediction. And then I will play one other from this tape, and that's this one here.
Yeah, it's integrated into the other answers. People, the worst people in the world, have found their way to the top.
So it says, stay alive, and they're all going to die.
Stay related, they're going to stay.
And again.
Stay related, they're going to stay.
And once more.
Stay related, they're going to stay.
So that's
I think the beginning is... I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go on. What do you think of the beginning?
The beginning, it says, it sounds like the first word is, what do you have?
Stay alive. I got STAY.
I got say you're alive.
Oh, okay.
Stay related.
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
Stay related. You're going to stay.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Stay related. You're going to stay.
Yeah, you're absolutely correct. Yeah. Which is an ominous prediction. Okay, so let's move on to the second recording that we did yesterday about what is going to happen in Israel. And where are we? Okay, we're going to do his reversals as well as mine. So we start off with me. I don't do this very often, straight off the tape, but I think it sees you how it all works, you know? So, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, here we go. Collective has been talking about this I've been documenting these type of reversals for the last 4 years now, building up. Okay, I'm talking about, I've been finding reversals about a war and something happening for 4 years now. I've been playing them on your show, you know, about some big event happening. Okay, reversal says, I see your soul.
I get it. I see your soul.
Right there.
4 years now. I see your soul.
You hear that? He see your soul.
Yes, I got it.
And then I say this, the worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome. The worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome.
The worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome.
I'll do it again.
Soul attacks and bombshell, worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome.
Rome being a metaphor for civilization, the world, the worst bomb. What's the worst bomb?
well, hold on. I think there may be more to this.
Okay.
Play it. Tell us what you got and play it again, please.
Okay. The worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome. STACK, the loss in Rome. ROME. That's what I'm hearing. So here we go.
What is the word? STACK? Stack?
Yeah, stack. You know, as in stack up bodies, stack up losses.
Okay, all right. Give it to me again then, please. What do you have? One more time.
The worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome.
Okay, the worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome. All right? Let's see.
So here we go.
The worst bomb, stack the loss in Rome.
You hear that?
Play it again. I almost hear, I hear what you're saying. I hear loss in Rome very clearly. Before that, I'm not sure. It's almost, that's the loss in Rome. And I'll tell you why that makes sense.
Right, sure, well, yeah, go on.
Do you know what's going on in Rome right now, in the Vatican?
No. I've heard rumors, but nothing. I haven't.
Oh no, this is the biggest, arguably the biggest event to hit the Catholic religion and the Catholic Church in centuries.
Oh really?
It's a synod, S-I-N-O-D, on synodality, called by the Pope, the fake Pope, the anti-Pope, the fraud Pope, Bergoglio, to literally rewrite the basic dogma and doctrines of the Catholic religion. That's going on right now.
Yes. Right, yes, I knew that was happening. Yes.
All right, right now. This, we'll see, before the event began, all the archbishops were warned, do not talk about anything that goes on during this event. Okay? So we don't know yet exactly what's going on there. The suggestion is from Father Paul Kramer, who is an insider's insider, he's a great man, that this is going to end up being a pagan, nature-worshipping church. That's the game. Wow. That'll reflect the World Economic Forum and the globalist elite, restore the planet's nature and its cleanliness and its order and all that. In other words, human beings have to go. So what's going on right now in Rome? So the reversal, it makes sense, pointing to Rome. This was yesterday, right? When did you do this?
Yeah, yesterday.
All right. Well, this has been going on for 3 days now, I think. So, okay, give us the translate. What do you have again?
The worst bomb. Stack the loss in Rome, but you're saying that's the loss in Rome? Is that what you said?
I think so. We can play it one more time, and I'll make another.
Okay.
The loss in Rome.
I'm hearing stack, but I can go for that.
That's the loss in Rome.
Okay.
The loss in Rome.
Oh, yeah, I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear what you hear. All right, look. Okay, we've got another reversal.
So, in other words, man, let me finish that thought. That's the loss in Rome. And what did he say prior to that, please, again?
The worst bomb.
Okay, the worst bomb. The worst bomb in the Catholic religion. The worst bomb to hit the church in forever. That's the loss in Rome. That's what I make of it.
Oh, interesting. Huh. Okay. All right. Well, I had a different interp, but I can see how your interp was right too. So, all right. Well, then on that note, then I'm going to jump ahead a few reversals.
Mm-hmm.
Play a reversal about the sea. And I wondered if that was the Holy See when I found it. So, so here's the forwards. This is on Todd.
What could happen is they seem to want to mimic biblical prophecy for kicks. I guess it's their whole control thing.
The bull hurts the sea. Right there. You hear that? The bull hurts the sea.
Play it again. One more time.
Yeah. I'll do it again. The bull hurts the sea.
The first word is first. First, comma.
First, bull hurts the sea. Yes, I agree with that. Okay, first, the bull hurts the sea. Is that the Holy See?
I got seed.
Oh, really? Okay. Gee, I'm not doing too good today then, am I?
Well, let's see. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm never always right, goodness sakes. Let's play it again.
I think it's just a bad dip. I think there's a bit of a sound on the end, but I'm pretty sure it's
okay. It could be C easily, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Yep.
know. It's a little muddy, but that's interesting. So the
Yep.
Holy See, define the Holy See for people.
Oh, well, that's the Catholic Church, is it not? You probably know more about it than I do. The sea,
I'm not a Catholic, but let me look up the formal definition
Yep.
of that, because that,
Okay.
we won't have any more questions. All right. We get to good old dictionary.com. Okay.
Okay. All right.
The Holy See. S-E-E.
Yep.
S-E-E. And what we got is no results found for the Holy See. S-E-E.
All right.
So let me just I'll go up to the top and do a general search. The Holy See. All right. The Holy See, also called the See of Rome, S-E-E, of Rome, the Petrine, P-E-T-R-I-N-E, See, the Apostolic See, and the government of Vatican City, is the jurisdiction of the Pope in his role as the Bishop of Rome and the Sovereign of Vatican City. It includes the Apostolic Episcopal See of the Diocese of Rome. All right. Anyway, there you go.
Anyway, okay. All right, let's move on. I got some important reversals to play, but I'm even thinking about taking it out, and I won't take it out of order. But I don't want to run out of time either. All right, so we're talking about what do we think all this means in Israel? Okay, where's it leading up to? And of course, Todd believes that it's the event X that we're all talking about, and there's still more to come with more pandemics. So, and he asked me what I think, and I said, well, my gut tells me World War III.
Look, my gut tells me this is World War III. That's what my gut tells me. But
your soul knows the sins.
Because your soul knows this is
Right there.
This is World War III. Your soul knows this is.
In other words, I'm perceiving this. I can see the problem and the fault in this.
Right.
And it is indeed World
I
War
get it.
III.
Your soul knows the sin. I got it. Yeah.
That's right. I'm skipping us through here. Yeah, I'm playing more on me than I wanted to. Okay, so this is another one on me. This is very important, okay? I had a real strong compulsion last week to go out and buy more long-term food storage, so I did.
Good.
Okay?
Good.
So now I've got plenty. So I say I better get more food.
And I figured if everything's going to come crashing down, I better get more food, so I bought some more last week.
You'll sail on a full mast.
You'll sail on the full mast.
Right there.
You'll sail on the full mast.
You hear that?
Okay,
You'll sail.
what do you have again? I'm sorry. That's a tough one. What do you have?
You'll sail, S-A-I-L, on a full mast, M-A-S-T, Aussie accent.
You'll sail. Oh, this is a nautical thing. You'll sail on a full mast?
Yeah, M-A-S-T. It's a metaphor. Like you think of a
I
full
get that.
mast.
So in other words, I'm trying to get the mental image for people is a sailboat with a full sail.
Right. That's the mental
You'll
image.
sail with a full mast. In other words, the mast is holding up a full rigging of sail.
Exactly.
And you'll sail
correct.
on the sea. Okay.
But that's a metaphor. And we are the ship. Reverse speak says that we're the ship. And if I get more food, then that gives me not just my food, but my batteries, my inverters, my panels, my emergency supplies, my camper trailer, everything I've got.
Got it. Oh, yeah.
Gives me a full mast. I'll sail on a full mast.
You could say you could also say full sail. It doesn't, but full
that's
mast
true.
is an unusual expression for fully rigged with sails.
Right.
But nonetheless,
Right.
got it. Well, it's interesting.
Yeah. Just everyone needs to get prepared. That's all. If you're not prepared, you better, because I've got a timeline here. I might even go to the timeline now. Let's go to the timeline.
Okay.
Where is it? Just scrolling right down.
When you say timeline, tell us what you mean by that exactly.
timeline for Event X,
Okay.
when all of this is going to come down.
Got it.
Okay?
Yeah.
Right. So here we go. 1935. Here's the forwards.
Yeah, okay, I understand. It cuts out just for a little bit every once in a while when we're talking, but I got the whole message there.
Backwards. Hertz, December. Oh, bugger.
Hertz, December. I got
there.
the whole message there. Hertz,
I got it.
Okay, so
Hertz
we have
December is very clear. After that is a little less so. Hertz December.
Oh, bugger, as in, oh dear. You know, oh,
Oh,
heavens.
okay. Hertz December. Oh my. Oh bugger.
Right.
Oh whatever. All right. Hertz December.
Right.
I'm shocked or whatever.
Right.
Hertz
Right. Oh,
December.
dear.
So December is the month. That's what the
December
idea
is
is
the month.
here.
That's what we're saying. What
Okay,
will
so
happen
we're
in December? I don't know. We'll have to
talking
wait
about
and see.
7 weeks from now. December starts, something like that. Okay.
So I'm taking that timeline seriously, and I'm making sure I'm completely prepared
Mm-hmm.
for December. Okay.
Are you studying Chinese carefully?
Oh God, no! I'm studying outback bush survival.
Right. It's called, you know what that's called?
What's that?
Bushcraft.
Oh, bushcraft. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. So, are we going through the break, or you want me to?
No, we're going to go through the break.
Right. Okay. All right. So here's Todd says it's going to happen so fast. This thing's going to count down and take us all hugely by surprise.
Fox. Is right.
Oh, yeah, it's going to go so fast. It's too late to intervene.
It's going to go so fast, it's too late to intervene. Your risky path, or path, American accent. Right there.
It's too late.
You hear that?
Okay, I heard your risky path. I got it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the path that the Middle East is on right now. Because we're talking about Israel. That's the whole purpose of the tape. Okay.
Right. Okay.
So it's a risky path for Israel, for Hamas, who knows, for all of them. Then he says this whole thing is scripted. It's been all planned out beforehand, basically, is what he's saying.
Something to keep in mind is knowing that this whole thing is scripted. It's been in the works for decades. Blah blah blah.
Dickhead, you screw with it.
It's been in the works for decades.
Yeah, you
No, he
screw
says
with
he says you're screwing with it.
I was not happy with screw it. I was trying to work out what it said. I'll do it again. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're screwing with it. You're absolutely right. Let me change that. So he's basically saying those in charge who are orchestrating this whole thing are basically idiots, and they're screwing with all of life. Okay,
Right.
So,
He's correct. Now, this gentleman, we should probably just digress a tiny bit. He's a
Yes,
very
we should.
interesting man who
Extremely.
seems to either intuitively understand things almost like a remote viewer would, or he's very well connected to some degree in the past.
He's very well connected in the past. We're still maintaining some present connections. I've got all this.
Yes, I just wanted
com-
people to know why we're talking about this gentleman and why it's important.
All right, so this is on the signature of his email. MA in Homeland Studies, MA in Intelligence Studies, MS in Technology Management, Master of Business Administration, MS in Nuclear Engineering, MS in Administration, BS in Metallurgical Engineering, Six Sigma Master Black Belt. There we go. That's who he is. And
That's
he
all,
was
huh?
on. That's all. And he was on the Beltway for many, many years.
Yeah. He knows. We've
well-
talked about him in the past. I did want to speak to him myself at one point. That didn't happen. But he's not to be dismissed.
Not
Where
to be
does he? He
dismissed.
lives somewhere in the U.S., correct?
No, he's down in Mexico now.
That's right. Okay.
He moved to Mexico in an undisclosed location down. I know where
Got
he
it.
is, but I'm not Not going to tell you all where he is. So he got out of America because he saw it all coming down. You know, he saw COVID before it hit, and and what we're trying to work out in the recordings that we're doing together is, with his knowledge and my reverse speech skills, can we pull out exactly what's going to happen and how it's going to all come down? And of course, we got that December timeline. Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so this is using reverse speech in an interesting way. Okay. And for those who are not familiar with the use of reverse speech at its deepest levels taps into the collective unconscious, which is a common pool of knowledge where you can tap into past, present, and future. It's all exist in the collective unconscious. There is no time when you're down at that level. And so what we're looking for is reversals from the collective unconscious that will tell us what's happening and how it's going to happen. Okay. And we have a timeline, December. Okay. And we know it's a risky path. And here I'm saying it's all very biblical.
You need to be warned that
Yeah.
the region's going to go up in flames here, so
All very biblical.
get out now.
He says the whole region's going to go up in flames. Get out now. I say all very biblical. And then backwards, the big nerve war.
The big bear's Lord.
Right there.
All very biblical. The big bear's Lord.
Okay. In other words, it is biblical. It's apocalyptic. Nerve war. Oh, that could just be putting the whole world on edge. It could mean biological. It could mean anything, you know. The world's on edge now, basically.
When he says the whole region is going to go up, narrow that down for us. He's talking to you, and you're in Australia. He's in Mexico. All right.
He's talking about the Middle East. The whole Middle East is going to go down in flames. And it's going to lead to an apocalyptic event that will ignite World War III.
I'm telling you, earlier tonight, today actually, but during the program I mentioned that every ingredient seems to be poised and ready to make that happen right now.
It does.
And I'm watching to see it's incremental. They're not just going to do it tomorrow, but they're going to slide into this thing. It's all been planned. It's going to escalate step after step after step, and then it's going to ignite. We have the USS Gerald Ford, the newest, biggest aircraft carrier, and an entire attack group there, right off the coast, apparently, of Israel, above Gaza. And we're sending, the U.S. is sending a second nuclear task force group to the Mediterranean. So, look, it's all there, friends. And if you don't think, and if you haven't thought about how these aircraft carriers have lots of nuclear weapons on board, you better think again, because they do.
They do indeed. Well, like I said, the timeline says December. If that's accurate, we'll see. I'm certainly taking it as accurate, and I'm certainly getting prepared for December.
Well, so, David, all I can say is Merry Christmas.
Thank you. Maybe Santa Claus will bring us all a gift, eh?
Last Christmas was the last Christmas, I think. This is it. This one's going to be very difficult for a number of reasons, but it's going to be hell on earth here very soon. I'm afraid.
And here he says it goes all the way to the top.
People, the worst people in the world, have found their way to the top.
Oh, gee, that's bad audio. That bastard deal. Don't know where you're going to better hear this. Oh, yeah.
Okay, what do you have?
The bastard deal. B-A-S-T-A.
I got you. Bastard deal. I think there's something else there. Let's try it.
It's in an Aussie accent. That makes it a bit difficult to hear. Or bring in the bastard deal. It's only the bastard deal. I mean, yeah, look, it's
I can't hear the word bastard. Could you try that again, please?
Yeah, look, I agree. It's not very clear.
How about this?
Yep. What's that?
they passed, PASSED, passed the deal, and then he gets into all the way to the top. They passed the deal.
Oh, let's do that. You're absolutely right. You're 100% correct. 100% correct. Yep. Okay. All right.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yep. Then we have another reversal on me. I'm talking about, I'll email you, Jeff Rance, telling what I got, which I did. I emailed you, last night, I think. And here we go.
He correlated with.
Well, it says they're all going to die. Stay alive. They're all going to die, not where. There. So.
Oh, hang on. I'm playing the wrong one. I'll play this reversal thing up here. This says, Hail on God.
Oh, yes. They're going to
Right
die,
there.
not where.
What, David, I'm sorry, what is it?
It's bad audio, Jeff. I really apologize for this. This
That's
audio.
okay. No. I can't hear you as clearly as I'd like to. You're not as trebly as usual.
Hail,
what-
H-A-I-L, H-A-I-L, hail, as in to hail someone, hail on
Yeah.
God. In other words, call out to God to save us, basically.
I see. All right.
Right there, hail on God. Yeah, anyway. So
Yeah, it's there. I heard it.
this is a verse I wanted to play. Is on me again.
Exponentially out of control as quickly as anybody could imagine.
I'll email him as soon as we're off this call.
And I did. This is the land you lost.
I'll email him as soon as we're off.
That's America. America's the land you lost.
Yeah, that's correct. He got it. Yep.
That reversal is on me. This is the land you lost. And then we've got this reversal on Todd. What's happening now?
All wars are bankers' wars, so what's happening now is just an issue of who gets to control.
Lick it, Satan.
Who gets to control.
We played all the Satan reversals a couple of weeks ago, didn't we? On politicians.
Yes, we did. Yeah. Try that
Jesus.
again. One more time.
The reversal a little bit difficult to hear because the audio is super bad, and also I'm not presenting in my usual 3-speed format, if you know what I mean. So,
Yes. What do you think he says? Let's get everybody on board.
Lick it, L-I-C-K-I-T, Satan, S-A-T-A-N. Lick it,
Okay.
Satan.
Uh-huh.
Who gets to control.
You hear that? Lick it, Satan. I'll do it again.
Almost. One more time.
Do it again. Right there. No, you're not hearing that?
Yeah, I hear it. It's
Okay.
tucked in there. I heard it. Yeah.
It's
So
bit
that's a
quick.
basic, go to hell, Satan, is what he's saying.
Basically, that's me. Yeah, that's not me, that
Or,
one.
yeah, you.
And then he talks about how this has all been planned out. It's just an extension of the Nazis. Back in the Operation Paperclip, they assumed control. Anyway, here we go.
Set up camp there, and they took over both East and West with the agreements in exchange for the technology that they had developed. And I imagine that was...
He's talking about Nazis and everything, and
Yeah, I would call them Germans, but whatever.
German.
Uh,
Okay, well, German.
His point, David, he got it right. He knows, he knew long ago. The whole end of the war turned on an agreement. You call it a treaty, you call it whatever you want, that we would get most of the German technology, the scientists, the engineers, the technicians, we would get that tech in exchange for allowing most of the upper levels of the Third Reich government to move to South America. I'm keeping it really simple, but that's pretty much the deal. Technology for freedom. And they got it. And we think that treaty is still in effect right now. and has been signed and renewed multiple times since World War II. Many times. Signed in South America.
Yep, have no problem believing that. And so Todd claims, which I believe, based on all my years of research, that that German hierarchy has evolved and grown and expanded and are now pulling the strings of everything. So
I don't know. That's a bit of a stretch for me. I think also I would put on that table the idea that they've been allowed to continue on their own track, because I do think that these globalist elite, going back to the ancient history of Freemasons and all that, are not necessarily tied in with the German, the survivors and the surviving element of the German government. I think there's two things here at least. But be that as it may, I wouldn't be rushing to blame the evil Nazis on what's going on right now. I think this evil has been on the planet far, far long ago, before the German government came about in the 1930s.
Okay, I accept that. Yeah, I accept that. Yep. I don't know. I just found Nazi elements in the JFK assassination, and
well, it's kind of it's become a universal dirty word. So
it has really, hasn't it?
Yeah. And unfortunately, yeah. But well, we've done a lot on that, and there are a lot of survivors that played a very important role in paperclip and other areas. Remember, not NASA, NASA was all German, and people don't know that. The director of NASA for 1962 to 1973, I believe, was Dr. Kurt Debus, who was Hitler's director of rocketry at Peenemünde during the war. And he came over, he brought with him Wernher von Braun, so many. There were a lot of them that weren't even supposed to be alive, but they were, and they came over here.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, reversal on this one. We talked about the technology exchange. Was the love was dead.
That they had developed.
Love was dead. They developed their technology, but there was no love in it. Love was dead. No.
Is that a reversal?
That's reversal, yeah.
And was that all a reversal?
Yes, that was all the reversal. Here's the forwards. You thought that was forwards, did you?
Yes, it was very clear.
That was backwards. So here's the forwards. Oh, hang on. Here's the forwards.
Over both East and West with the agreements in exchange for the technology that they had developed.
The love was dead.
That they had developed.
Clear as day.
Well, that's interesting. So, how do you interpret that? The love was dead. Was that the love for the dream of the German government and the German people and the Third Reich and all that? That love was dead, but the technology was very much alive. Is that what we're hearing?
I would say that's possible, yeah. Although there was no love involved in the exchange, it was all just a
business.
Business. That's right. Yeah, just business. Exactly right. And then he talks about people in the wings. Let's play this.
And it's people that are doing it. Yeah, I'm having a dream about Satan, but ultimately people are the ones doing all this stuff.
Repeat demons sport.
Ultimately people are the ones.
Repeat demon sport. In other words, this is a game that demons have played for millennia.
Well, that's a very congruent reversal.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
This is as I told you the first time we heard this gentleman. He's remarkable, and he knows a lot of things. And I think he also is a great. He's an intuitive. He understands many things.
Yeah, that's why I like working with him.
And I know a lot of the audio the forwards is over modulated, and some of you can't hear it too clearly, but it's all there. Everything we've discussed, it's there. Many of you can hear it, I know.
Yeah. And then we've got this one. He's talking about people orchestrating these things.
More specific information about exactly who is responsible for orchestrating these things. Maybe even a name will come out.
Nearly dance Nazi.
I'm really new into these things. Maybe even a new into it.
You're going to have to help me out with that. What do you have again, David? What do you have?
Nearly dance, D-A-N-C.
Nearly what? I can't
Dance.
understand you.
Oh, sorry. Dance, D-A-N-C-E. You know, as in dance the jig.
Oh, dance. Nearly?
Dance, Nazi, N-A-Z-I.
Nearly dance Nazis.
Correct. Yes.
Nearly dance Nazis. All right, that's a weird one. Let's see.
Weird. Okay. You hear that? And see,
No.
the forwards is, you don't hear that. Oh,
No,
wow.
I missed it. I missed it. Go ahead.
It was. Right there. Nearly dance.
Okay,
Nazi.
one more time. I heard it. One more time.
Nearly dance Nazi. Do it again. We're not having.
New.
a
I
good
think there's a
luck,
word. I
yeah?
think we're starting off possibly with the word new, and then it goes into something else. I don't hear nearly, but let's try it again.
Look.
Yeah,
You
now
know
I
what?
hear newly or nearly. All right, that's a really strange one. Go ahead.
Well, see, the forwards is he's asking who's behind this thing. Do we get a name? And the reversal says nearly dance Nazi, which means, there's Nazis or their descendants or whatever that name means is an insult or what. Look, I'm going to go through all my files and find out all the references to Nazi, but I have dozens and dozens and dozens of them, like I have a Satan on political leaders.
Well, it was a word concocted pretty much like we've talked about by GCHQ in London as a foul word to label the National Socialists with. Nazi. NASDP.
Okay.
And they made Nazi out of it. It's not a word that the Germans had. Anyway.
Okay. All right. You know more than I do about these things.
Sometimes.
No. I guess what I'm trying to show in this recording is that something serious is coming down. Okay, this is building up to something quite big. What appears to be a war between Israel and Hamas is going to grow to be a lot larger. And
it already is. It already is.
Right.
And this is all. His reversals have taken this back to World War II and forward, and it's all been in the works for a long time. This is World War III, and this is going to go hand in hand with the world depopulation effort that's going on quite blatantly in our faces right now. And we haven't seen anything like what's coming. Many more people are going to die from the bioweapon, many more. It's going to be deadly from here on out. These people are manifesting now already severe and terminal illnesses and physiological disorders and diseases from these shots. And now we've got a war coming. They're going to get what they want. They're going to get their way. And if this happens in December, we're on the verge of 2024. Now the Deagle projections say that by January of 2025, the world will be largely depopulated. It's very substantially. The U.S. will have less than 100 million people left. Great Britain will have 16, 17 million left. And this is supposed to be a year from December. So they're moving forward with this, it would appear. If that turns out to be correct, that date may be too generous. January 1st, 2025. We'll see.
Indeed. All right, next one. He's talking about, I don't know what he's talking about. Let's just play it.
Released into the wild, and then they just blame it on the war. Nothing was addressed in our first session about that, even though we touched on it briefly. But
I don't know what we're talking about here. Not sure. Dead, you feed the monster.
Touched on
that's
it
clear.
briefly, but
Or you'll feed the monster. Wow. Dead, you'll feed the monster. Wow.
I would
it's-
suggest dead, period,
Yes.
go feed the monster.
Go feed the monster, okay. Yeah, I agree with you. You're absolutely right. Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, well, that doesn't bode well at all. Okay.
No, you have to pay the piper. You have to feed the monster. This
Yep.
is not going to be good.
And then we come to this.
When next time you record him, if you would maybe try to record him at a lower level, he's really loud and it's distorting.
I know.
Isn't it?
It's part of the problem was his U.S. cell phone was down, and we're working through Mexican phone network, which was not
I
very
gotcha. All right,
very good, unfortunately.
very good.
Okay, now here's this reversal I played at the start of the show. I'll play it again. It probably means a bit more now. We've covered some of the history. So here's the forwards.
yeah, okay, I understand now. It just cuts out just for a little bit every once in a while when we're talking, but I got the whole message there.
And this is Hertz December, oh bugger.
I got the whole message there.
I'll do it again for those who missed it. Hertz December, oh bugger. See, that tells me December. We got we got a little over 1.5 months to get ready. And if you're not ready, well, it's probably not too late, but you better get cracking. That's all I can say. So, yep.
Well, it's very good advice, and I would say if it's not this December, it's next December. I cannot see any of this going on for more than a few more months without something huge happening. So I would think this December is the target.
Yep.
Where in the month? Think about it though. If this blows big, if Satan has his way in the holy holiday time of December, yes, I know that there's some discrepancies with the Bible in terms of the December 25th date and all of that, but it's pretty well agreed that December is a very holy month for Christians, for Christianity. And if this were to happen during that month, it would be much to the delight of Satan. Let me just be pedestrian with it and have fun. It would
agree.
be perfect.
Yep, I agree. Here's another reversal on me. I say I got all my food, got my batteries.
My camper trailer's already loaded up. I got 2 trailers.
Oh yeah, mate. Oh yeah. I'm talking about. He asked me, "What do you have to do? How long would it take you to get ready to go?" And I said, "Oh, 3 or 4 hours."
My camper trailer's already loaded up. I got 2 trailers. So get all my food, everything I got. And he's got a big van, so with his van and my...
Okay, this is a mate who's going to go with me. Versal says, "Far gone if you wait." There.
Everything I got.
You hear that? In other words, as soon as you see it happening, get out of there as fast as possible.
The second word, I think, David, is not gone. It's far going if you wait.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I can hear that. Far going if you wait. Means the same thing. In other words, don't wait. Pack up.
It's a long way. Get going, far going. It's definitely going. And why does he project or suggest that in Adelaide you're going to have trouble?
I don't know. He's not suggesting that's my.
Maybe
reversal.
he's just. I think he's doing this in he's generalizing.
Right. Well, he did say, of course, once war breaks out, Australia's going to go into big lockdown like they did during COVID. You got to get travelling before.
Oh, okay, all right. So there's a big nuclear exchange going on, and the Australian Communist government says everyone stay in your homes and don't go out.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Travel restrictions, a whole lot. Look what Australia did during COVID. If there's a nuclear exchange, they'll do
I got it.
that more.
Well,
and Adelaide is a
did-
nuclear target. We have a nuclear submarine construction industry here in our harbour.
yeah, well, good luck. We don't have enough time for that to bear fruit. Not going to happen.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks,
Hey,
Jeff.
David, hold on. Did we get through most of everything?
Yeah, we got through most of it. Yes, we did. Yep.
All right. If you have more, we can do more Thursday if that's necessary. So
Yeah,
whatever.
well, I'll know by tomorrow. I did Biden's speech today, and I didn't find a single reversal. Last night he gave a speech, or was it today? I didn't find a single reversal. And I was very unimpressed with his speech. But anyway, there you go.
Yeah, very good. All right. Thank you. That was very interesting. Say hello to Todd, and good work.
Do that. Okay. All right. See you, mate. Bye.
All righty.
See ya. Bye.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, there we have it. Reverse speech. And this fellow that was interviewed is very well connected. I believe he's retired now, but he was obviously in it. And I mean the control matrix. Well, yes, there is still a little window to get food put away, it would appear from what we just heard. And for those of you living on credit cards to make ends meet, I understand that, and it's horrible. Those cards are probably going to end up being maxed out, and I think most people in finance know that they're not going to be paid off. The system's going to crash. But use that card and get some food. Check with Newmana.com. See what you can do. All right. Back with you tomorrow. Take care. Thanks for being here. You are appreciated. Talk soon.